Editors, we are back. Welcome back. In the middle of our Summer Showdown and, of course, our weekly edit. I'm Ben.
And I'm Javi.
And we're just a couple of guys talking about our normal everyday life and doing some crazy stuff and some edits along the way. Roll the intro.
So you guys are probably wondering, why am I wearing this trash bag? Well, you can't see right now, but Ben is out here putting on his trash bag. And that's because we have been doing the summer challenges. And what's more ubiquitous than eating watermelon during the summer? That is the most ubiquitous thing. So we're going to do a watermelon peeling contest. Whoever eats the most.
I think piece of trash.
I think it's looser on me than on you.
Well, I designed it specifically to
For your
fit
own body
snug.
type.
Yeah, but I don't really have good movement. Stretch it out.
So
Why do we need these things again?
we're gonna be eating watermelon.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I
love watermelon.
Whoever eats the most watermelon at the end wins. Another point. So
Ryan and all.
put your comments down below. Who do you think is gonna win?
So we got a minute, right?
Oh,
Put your
there
comments
is
down
the
below who
score
needs to
again.
win this.
Yeah, 6-2, baby. It's gonna be 7-2.
Well, you don't have to rub it in.
Oh.
But have we won yet? No.
No, yeah. You know what they say?
You
Pride
know what's
cometh
gonna
before the
happen?
fall.
He's gonna choke, literally and figuratively.
You're,
I've already looked up how to do the Heimlich maneuver. I'm
Oh.
ready.
You're gonna save me.
Yes.
Are you gonna keep eating?
Right after
You
the
finish.
minute.
Oh.
You can definitely hold your breath for a minute. So I'll wait.
Well,
and then I'll give you the Heimlich.
after 2 minutes is when brain damage starts to happen. So,
Plenty of
so
time.
you'll be fine.
Plenty of
I mean, I
time.
have to breathe.
I mean,
but-
I have it pulled up on YouTube, so
Oh,
I'll
so
just like follow the
that's right. Okay,
video.
perfect.
You know, I'm
So,
ready.
We also got a scale here, very scientific. We're gonna measure
The science guy.
how much each amount weighs. There's a little discrepancy here, so make sure that you are watching and you say who do you think deserves the win for this one. You ready?
This guy deserves a win. You saw the score. I'm ready. You
Let's
ready?
do it. So
All
we
right.
got 1 minute. We're gonna push it over, and then we'll give you a 3, 2, 1, and then we'll start.
Let's do it. Hold it.
Here you go, and then do it. Right? Okay. You ready?
I'm already sick.
All right, Peter. Let us know.
3, 2, 1, go.
I'm joking.
This is so stupid. Why are we doing this?
I can't stop laughing.
20 seconds.
What?
Three, two, one, time.
We literally laughed for the first 30 seconds. You want to do another minute?
Bro, I think I have you.
I don't know. Mine look more clean than yours.
I'm crying.
I think we should.
What are we doing?
Get your mic. Get your mic.
I don't know what we're doing here.
Should we do another minute? A serious one, because I was too busy laughing the whole
I
time.
think I got you though.
You think so? That's the
think I
way.
beat you.
That's the way.
But I guess we have to agree because if I beat you,
Yeah, you win.
And if I don't beat you,
And we just do it again anyways.
is that a deal?
Yeah.
So if I beat you, I get a point?
Yeah.
Or should we just do 2 different points?
Let's do
No,
this way.
'cause then-
That's
yeah,
way.
yeah.
That's way.
All right. I think I got him. I was focused.
Bro, I could not stop laughing.
So we're putting them back in and then weighing them, right?
Oh, here we go.
All right. My number first.
Oh, that's right. You can just. Oh, no, you can't. You gotta do with this.
The plate?
Yeah.
Put the rinds on the plate. That's what we got to do. All right. So Javi's going first. Putting his rinds on. Oh, yeah. I got him.
I gotta
I
put
got it.
everything on there.
Can we not just do the bowl?
Let's do this blue bowl.
Yeah.
You know how much they weighed.
All right. So zeroing it in. He's going to put the rinds. This weight, correct me, Peter, I think it was 2,030.
It's not going to work with the bowls because the bowls are different weights.
I'm gonna tear out the bowl.
We're just going to put the watermelon on top of the scale. Oh, my goodness. No. It's like the spilled milk. This poor living room. No matter the rug is so bad. Who shouted out the rug?
So I got on mine 1,529 left. Out of 2,036 grams.
I got him. I got him. With this,
I just burned. Sorry.
with this, I had 3.
Here,
With
put
this.
Put your watermelon in here.
What?
Oh, let's do like this. Ready?
What are you doing here? This.
All right, take the bowl out.
This is rude.
Take the bowl off.
Oh my goodness. You can leave that one off.
Put the bowl. Okay. Press tear. Yeah. Put the bowl on. Tear it again. All right. Now hold the.
Now it's 0. All right. No spills. What was your number?
I don't know. What is it? 1,534.
Is that
Is
exact?
that exactly the same?
Do we have to recount them? Javi won.
What is it? You didn't write down the other one, did you?
Okay, 1,000. We'll do mine. 1,534.
3-4.
Ben is 1,534. That's without the rhymes.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ben has.
You need the rinds. You need everything.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Put the rinds back in there.
We've got 1785.
89.
89. Sorry.
Trying to cheat.
I didn't see the other line. No, 85 works.
All right, we're gonna get this right this time. This is important because this is gonna put Ben in a hole. We put a towel down here. Good thing. Oh yeah. Bowl out. Okay. Put the bowl back in. Tear again. All right, here we go.
All right,
Hold the
we're
bowl.
zeroed.
Hold the bowl.
With the Ryans? Come on, baby. Oh, he was 1527.
1766. Who won?
Javi.
Yeah.
1766. Mine was like 15 something.
No. That was
Oh, no. Mine was.
yeah.
I
Because
think
after
Javi won. Javi for sure won.
So it was a. Hang on, I'm doing math in my head.
oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
It,
like
it's
2
like
grams?
a 25-gram difference.
Whoa, that's close.
But it was Javi.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Do you want to do another? You want to do
Yeah,
another
let's
minute?
run it. Let's run it back.
Is there another minute?
Let's run it back.
All right, let's do it. Now we got our system down packed now.
That was warm-ups. I'm ready.
All right.
I have a chance to beat him. Now he's a little scared. I see a little sweat on the brow. He's a little nervous.
All right, hold on. Here, this is gonna be the new weight for my bowl. 1527. I don't think that matters, but
Is that your bowl?
yeah.
That's my third line.
Ready?
All right, so now my bowl.
You have to take all the watermelon out. Yeah.
No, just go ahead and wait.
Okay. Yeah.
What was your weight?
Like 15 something.
Tell me yours.
Tell you.
Mine's 1955.
Okay, there you go.
Javi, give me yours again.
Okay. Full with bowl and everything.
Yeah, that way we just.
All right, that's easier. 1880.
All right, I'm locked in.
All right, here we go.
Nothing.
Did you see my technique?
Well, it didn't work a lot.
But
You
did
were
you
just laughing the whole time.
Okay, I'll show you again.
I wasn't. I'm not gonna watch. What are you doing? All right, I got my own.
So this is this for another point, or is this despite of the point? Like to see who gets who gets this point.
I mean, I prefer you don't get a point.
Okay,
So
whoever wins this
wins
one.
this gets
All
a
right, all
point.
right, deal,
Yeah.
deal. I like it.
That way I don't go too behind.
Double or nothing.
Nah, I'm okay. I'm not a gambling man. That's what we're talking about today. No gambling.
All right,
No gambling. It's bad.
let's do it. Peter, you tell us when.
Unless I win, then we'll double it.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. "30 seconds.
I'm kidding.
Is that a sour part?
10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, time.
That's a 10-gram penalty. Not having the rind on the plate. 10 grams.
You had watermelon in your mouth.
What? No, I'm saying you were late. You didn't put it at the 0. Since you didn't put it on the plate at 0, that's 10 grams. 10-gram penalty.
Which one was it?
No,
I'll just take it out. It won't count. Throw it up into the.
all right, no, it's not gonna make it.
I mean, dude,
No, it's fine. I'm gonna beat you fair and square anyway.
Yeah, I know. I just thought that.
All right.
You didn't have your.
You go first. You go first.
All right, here we go.
I beat him here, guys.
Oh,
Get
all right.
ready. I don't even need the 10 points. The 10 grams.
1,211.
My name in the comments if you want.
Why are you whispering into the mic? I don't
'Cause
even know
we're
if they can
close.
hear you.
Oh yeah, they could win. All right, 12. What? 12, 11. Got to beat it.
He's gonna calculate how much I ate. Hold on, don't put yours on. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Ooh.
12.98. That you might have taken it.
I think I did, guys. Because you were like super high. I need another napkin because I'm drenched,
Dude.
I
Bro,
am
I just want to
drenched.
say, Ben cheated.
Because I hurled it.
Yes, bro. I was literally laughing for like 30 seconds again because you're like,
Okay,
did
I'll
you
be
guys?
honest.
I don't think you guys heard that, but he was eating. he goes.
I almost brought everything back up. Let me tell you.
Bro.
I had a sour part, and it was like, ugh, I can't. Oh. All right, Peter's laughing. That's a good sign. Give it to me, Peter.
It was even closer.
Double or nothing.
Uh-oh, even closer.
Still lost.
I don't know how it was even closer. I felt like I.
Wait,
more
did you
wanted to
calculate the No. I was plugging
No,
in.
so Ben ate a total of 657 grams.
Oh my
Whoa.
goodness, I feel it.
Javi ate a total of 669.
Oh!
Wait, what was mine?
I ate 19 more than you did.
What was mine, though?
50.
Bro, you cheated.
So I won twice. No, I did not. Even 10 grams off.
You had to cheat somehow. Add the 10. Add the 10 on there.
I still win.
Oh, did I say 10?
Yeah.
It was
20.
20.
Yeah.
It was a 20 point.
Here, I want to show you how I was eating it.
Let me see it.
Ready?
You got a big mouth, that's why. A little petite me can't do that. There's no way. That's gross. All right, I'm moving this.
Yeah. I'm amazing.
If no one has thrown up at this point, I'm impressed. And if you're still watching this video, I'm still impressed.
I'm kind of sick.
And if you're still cheering for me, I'm still impressed. Good thing I didn't double or nothing. 8-2. Guys,
I'm kind of sick to my stomach.
I'm sick of you winning.
Oh, you're sick of me winning?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No.
That's what I think of you. All right, that's probably it. We should probably go.
Whoa.
Bro,
You pick up your chunks?
I don't even want to talk. I can't believe you.
That
beat me
was
again.
crazy. I mean, it was
I
close,
can't.
though. It was close.
I gave you a run for your money.
Yeah, well, that was...
Are you surprised with how much I ate?
Yeah.
Are you
Especially-
actually?
Especially after you almost threw up.
That was the best part.
If you would have not made that noise, you would have been way further behind. I think I would have finished my bowl.
Oh yeah, I would have been way further
Yeah.
because I gained on you quite a bit there.
Yeah, because
I
I was
also lost.
I was
lost
locked in.
quite
I
a
was like,
bit.
that second round, I was like, I'm not gonna laugh. I'm just gonna go
I
hard.
noticed you put 2 Ryans before I had even put 1
Yeah.
or something like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm done.
And then,
This is
and then he goes
white flag.
I was like laughing for 30 seconds.
It's because I had a rotten part.
I think
So it was not.
I ate
good.
2 slices in 10 seconds.
I believe that.
And then after that, I laughed for the next 30.
Yeah. If you didn't laugh, it wouldn't have even been close.
It would have even been close. So speaking of being close, the score, there was a little bit of a confusion.
It's a little closer, yeah.
So hopefully, we're going to clarify this.
So I do have a chance.
Yeah, what we meant was it was like whoever won both of those, right? Because I won the first one, so we were going to do more because we felt like we were just laughing too
The
much.
double or nothing.
Yeah, so it was like we're just
But
going
we
to go, and it's just going to be whoever wins gets 1 point.
Like that was the real deal. The round 1 was a practice round.
Yeah, because we were too busy laughing
Yes.
for half of it.
And we were trying to figure out scales and all that. So
Yeah.
then we locked in.
Yeah.
And the second one was the 1 point.
Yeah.
And of course, Javi got the 1 point.
Yeah, but it was close.
It was close. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. I love watermelon.
Yeah.
I've got my watermelon fill.
I think
For
I will
a
never
while.
eat watermelon again.
It was good. Still have another one.
I'm good. What'd you guys think of my technique? Did you like my corn cob technique?
I think they're sick.
I think they were.
Let me know if you're sick just watching this. I'm curious how many actually fast forward. They're like, I'm not watching this. I'm done.
Yeah.
I would. But it was pretty disgusting.
I can't
Just
wait
even-
to watch this back.
I can't either. Because I love watching myself fail.
I love having my bag torn off.
Why did you run away whenever I tore your clothing off?
Well, because it's in reference to the Bible.
What? That's in the Bible?
Kind of.
What?
Yeah.
Tell me.
So, well, you brought this topic up.
I actually. So tell me.
Don't try to portray it was me.
I found this very interesting. I was studying for it one day for a Sunday school lesson, and it kind of continues where we were talking about last week.
Yep.
So it's the same setting. If you haven't watched our last episode, go back and watch it. Won't tell you who wins that competition, but go back and watch the competition, but then stay tuned for the talk because it was a really good talk. I really enjoyed it. But we had the setting of the Lord's Supper and then Jesus going into the garden and praying. And then that's where we are actually going to pick it up today because he comes back and he tells his disciples, sleep on, right? Because now the Son of Man is betrayed. So picking up there, it's in Mark chapter 14. So I'll read that. Mark 14:43, if you want to follow along, it says, and immediately while he spake, talking to his disciples, cometh Judas, one of the 12, and with him a great multitude with swords, staves, and chief priests, and the scribes and the elders. And he that betrayed him had given him a token, saying, whoever I kiss, the same as he, take him and lead him away. And as soon as he was come, straightway took him and and said, Master, Master, and kissed him. And then they laid their hands on him, they, talking about the mob, and it talks about Peter with the sword. So I'm going to skip ahead to what Jesus says after Peter slices the dude's ear off. Jesus says, are you come out as against a thief with swords and with staves to take me? I was daily with you in the temple teaching, and you took me not, but the scripture must be fulfilled. And verse 30 says, and they all forsook him and fled. That's verse 50. But then we get to verse 51 and 52. I need you to pull your Bibles out for this one, because this is the only place that you will find this. You do not see it in any of the other Gospels, Matthew, Luke, or John. Get ready. So the disciples just fled in verse 50. Verse 51 says, "And there followed him a certain young man having a linen cloth cast about his naked body. And the young men lay hold on him, and he left the linen cloth and fled from the naked." And then the next verse talks about Jesus going before the high priest. So it's like, what did I just read?
So Ben's like, let's talk about this.
I mean, do you have an answer? Like, what is that?
Let's just say when he brought the verse up to me, I was like, give me a few minutes.
I'm going to need to check the context.
Yeah.
Oh, let me help you with that. There is no context. That's all we know.
I had to go back and forth quite a few times, Google some stuff. It's interesting.
So do you have any thoughts?
Like my personal thoughts or what I found?
Go with what you found and then throw in your personal.
Okay. So what we found, or what I found, was actually our editor mentioned this as well, that a lot of times in those days when they wrote, so all credits to Peter, that they would not mention themselves by name. So a lot of people, scholars and stuff like that, credit that this young man is actually Mark. So he's like writing about himself, about what happened and all that stuff. But yeah, well, basically what I found is that you have all these people, all these disciples that are following Jesus. And initially I was a little confused because I was like, the order was kind of like...
the wording.
The wording,
right.
It was kind of throwing me off. But basically what happens is that the mob comes, goes to capture Jesus, and then all the disciples run away.
Right.
And as, like, during this chaotic event, everybody's, like, running away, blah, blah. They grab Mark, okay? And as they grab Mark, they pull his clothes off, and he runs away naked.
Just through the night.
Through the night, yeah. That's basically what we found. What I found.
think has some implication, and that's why
has
I bring
some
it up.
great application to us.
How can we
always wear 2 layers of clothes? You never know.
You never know. That's all you learned from this.
No, I just
very important lesson.
I just thought that was funny.
Very important lesson. But the reason why I actually wanted to bring this up was because I believe that all Scripture is given by inspiration of God.
Even this.
So the thought is, why is it here?
Yeah.
Like, why is this in the Scriptures?
Yeah.
You know, like, what can we take away from it? What is the purpose of it being in the Bible?
Yeah.
Which I want to take it from the perspective of Mark, because it shows that he is the author. He's writing this book. And that's pretty embarrassing. I mean, whenever Javi brought it up after I told him, he's like, dude, we're going to talk about a naked man running away. Like, that's what you want to talk about?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it's more than that. But it's just like, it's embarrassing, right? Yeah. Like, who wants to talk about that? But Mark, as a writer, if it's Mark, then he includes it. Like, he includes this story, and he brings that shame upon himself.
Yeah.
And he identifies with the disciples that he fled as well. You know? And I think, ultimately, the purpose is that we identify ourselves with a story, that we would have forsaken and fled. Yeah. You know, we could be like, kind of like we talked about in the last episode of, oh yeah, I'm not going to deny you, even though Jesus had just said, you will deny me.
Yeah.
You know, hindsight's always 20/20. We can look back and say, oh no, we know everything, you know, if we're with Christ, everything's going to be okay. But
I would have ran away.
Would have forsaken.
1,000%.
And this shows the chaos, and you even mentioned it. It shows the chaos of the night, that he's willing to think about afterwards. Okay, he runs. So now what? Okay, like, he
can I
has to
borrow
go
your
back
clothes?
Exactly. Like, he is willing to escape for his life and risk all this embarrassment. But that's how scared he was.
You know something that I noticed?
What's that?
I was thinking to myself, it's like, why is this person in his like one layer? And that hit me. What were the disciples doing while Jesus was praying?
Sleeping.
He probably took his top layer off to sleep. That makes so much more sense.
See, I had a different thought.
What?
If it was Mark.
Because it was nighttime.
Right.
That's what we talked about before. It was nighttime.
Right. Perhaps it was in a hurry. Maybe he wasn't with the group, or he was following Jesus from afar, and maybe he just threw on something to follow the disciples. I don't know.
No, but they were all together, right? They were all together in the Last Supper.
I mean, do we know that Mark was there? That's the question.
Oh, because he's not one of the...
Because Mark isn't one of the 12.
Ah, I see.
But was he there to where, when he saw the disciples move, like I don't know whether in the house. Yeah. I also, from what I looked up, there were some explanations that it could have been John Mark's house.
Okay.
Or a relative, or like he could have been in the house.
Mm.
So if he hears us moving around, he wakes up, he throws on clothes.
His base clothes, yeah.
Right, and then he goes out and follows.
Yeah.
That's a thought.
Could be anything.
But you bring up the good point of sleeping, then he would have just
I
had
would take my coat off.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Go to sleep.
Because it's nighttime. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use it for a
Interesting.
pillow or something.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So what were your personal thoughts with it?
Oh, this is crazy.
Oh.
That's what I was like. What is this? What is even this? And then like after I sat down and thought about it, and we kind of just like a little small brainstorm. I did have one thought.
Okay.
Okay, and it goes to everything that's going on here, especially with the disciples and the followers of God.
Mm-hmm.
You see it in Judas, you see it in Peter, you see it in all of them as they run away, and I see it as what's the word I'm looking for? Like the lowest moment,
Yeah.
where all of them are denying God.
Yeah.
And they're all accounting this. One of the really important reasons for this is because to show the canonicity, like to show how the word of God comes from God.
Right.
Because if these men were writing these accounts to glorify themselves, like that's what a lot of people accuse them of glorifying themselves so they can get money, be rich, whatever, they wouldn't include their downfalls.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mark would not include the fact that he ran away naked. Like
Yeah.
they would never include that because why? They're in it for the power and for the fame. But this shows that this is coming not from themselves, that they have to show their lowest moments.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think my personal as well is I think it's a good depiction of, and I've already said it, how chaotic the night went. In fact, I've also heard, I was talking to other people, and they had mentioned it could have been thought as a ghost, or like it could have been misrepresented as a ghost. Like people would have thought it was a spirit. Like in all the chaos, then it could have been like, oh no, there's a spirit, you know?
Like because he's in his linen clothes.
Right.
Okay.
Because of the clothing, and then he just runs. Like, what just happened? You know, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it goes to show in the verses before how Peter cuts off the guy's ear. But even, I want to backtrack even further. So whenever the mob comes, another gospel says that Jesus, whenever they come, Jesus says, who do you seek? Who are you seeking? And they said, Jesus in Nazareth. And he says, I am he. And whenever it says, I am he, whenever he says, I am he, they fall backwards.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's in John. So think of just the power of that and seeing that. And then he asks them again, and they still say Jesus in Nazareth. And then he goes on to talk. And then they continue to try and arrest him. And then we have this Peter scene where he pulls out the sword and cuts off his ear, which I want to bring up a little humor with that. I believe all the Gospels say, and one of the disciples cut off the ear. But John is the one that shouts out Peter, right?
Yeah.
And I love the relationship between John and Peter.
Yeah.
Like, I love it.
They're always like arguing too, right?
Yeah, it's, I think of when they run to the tomb.
Yeah.
John describes it as they were racing, and John says that John beats him there to the tomb, but Peter just runs right in. So you can kind of hear this like rivalry between the two.
Competition.
Yeah.
Competitiveness, yeah.
Which kind of makes sense because of the three, Peter, James, and John, they were in the inner circle, you know, so they were close.
Yeah.
But
close.
a little bit of rivalry.
Yeah, and it's really cool because...
But it's chaotic.
Oh, it's chaotic. And even like before that, I like what Jesus said when they come to take him, where he's like, you come at me like I'm a thief.
Yeah.
Like, like I'm just...
I was with you daily
Yeah.
in the temple. Like, you couldn't have taken me there?
Yeah.
You're coming out at night?
All I do is heal people, help people out. Like, why are you treating me like this?
Yeah.
It's just really interesting.
Mm-hmm. But I wonder how that would have been a knife to the heart of those people. It's like, wow, like, yeah, what are we doing here?
Well,
you know?
It seems like they didn't care.
No, I don't think so. But I think it's just another way of God trying to open their eyes.
Yeah, and
Say,
like their
what are
hearts are
you
hard,
doing?
so they don't
Yeah.
really... Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And why do you think they did? Like, that's the question. Like, why would they go to Jesus like that if they knew that he was just like calm, like he wasn't?
That's actually, you mentioned the calm. I want to talk about that really quick.
Okay.
Because we had talked about last time about how heavy Jesus is in the garden,
Yeah.
right? And yet that emotion doesn't go away whenever they come.
Mhm.
In fact, I would argue that it intensifies, because now you have your crazy disciples, right, that are
Mhm.
like loose
running
cannons.
around, cutting people's ears off.
Right.
Have you seen the?
Sure.
Have you naked? Have you seen the like TikToks or shorts where they're depicting this moment, and then there's like a Roman soldier, and there's like, "What's my favorite ear? Why are you asking that?"
No, I
have you
haven't
seen
seen
that?
that.
Oh, it's
No.
funny.
No, I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
But like, imagine Jesus being calm like that. It's kind of hard to comprehend because we see his emotion, but yeah, we're seeing how calm he is in the face of this
You know what's interesting though,
troubling time and
that you
fear.
say that? You're right. His emotions don't just turn off. If anything, they get heightened, especially since he's human.
Right.
Right, 100% human, 100% God. Maybe it bleeds out a little bit
How so?
when he tells them, and then they fall down. Like the emotions is like, oh wait,
That's how it gets.
I'm a little flex on him. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It like bleeds out a little bit. He's like, I'm him. Boom! Everybody falls down because that's like
It
his.
does show the power of his words,
Yeah.
and that phrase "I am."
Yeah,
I don't know.
and that's like the last. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's kind of like the last show of power that he does.
Yeah.
Before, I guess, his ultimate show of power, which is the crucifixion, like dying on,
Well,
being
with
willing
the
to die on the cross.
resurrection,
Yeah,
right.
and resurrection. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right because he doesn't talk much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's just quiet.
Yeah.
And takes
And he just shows
takes
them
the
all. He's like,
punishment.
"You taking me because I'm
Yeah.
letting you.
Yeah.
If I wanted to, you'd all be done." It's awesome.
true.
I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. I was also thinking with you had mentioned the emotion that he had. I lost my train of thought. It was something with his emotion that it is heightened, but I think it shows that's what it was. It was of all the times we read "don't fear" in the Bible, right? That phrase comes up hundreds of times, and even Jesus saying "don't be afraid." We see angels saying "don't be afraid." But notice Jesus never tells his disciples not to be afraid. Here, right? I didn't read it. I don't know, maybe it's in another gospel, but
Mhm.
he doesn't tell his disciples to not be afraid.
Even if he did, I don't think you would have time.
But I wonder if he didn't because they should have known not to be afraid. Almost like this is like their final exam, to where it's like, have I not taught you anything?
Interesting.
To where like you should know by now not to be afraid because one, I've told you what's going to happen. I've told you that the Son of Man will be taken and he will be crucified or he will die.
And Jesus has already escaped in past context multitudes of people trying to kill him.
That's true. There's been times where they've tried to stone him and he's walked out. And even I believe close to this time, he's gone to the temple and they tried to stone him. So fairly recently they escaped.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I just had that thought of like him not saying that, almost expecting the disciples to learn. But
Yeah.
again, disciples don't.
I mean, yeah.
And far from.
We can't. I mean, we can never know exactly.
Right,
That's
it's
like
just a thought.
Super reading into it, but that's definitely
just
a
a thought. Just a thought.
Yeah, that's definitely just a thought because it's like, yeah, like they should have been afraid.
Mm-hmm.
But then it shows, and this is I think where it's a big picture here for this context. Like we were mentioning Judas and Peter and all the disciples, it's showing all of their shortcomings.
Yeah.
And ultimately, it shows what it's really all about. This is like the gospel within the gospel. It's like the gospel is salvation through Jesus Christ, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what I mean by this is the gospel within the gospel is that it's showing through these people, literally, you're going to fail. Like these are the big dogs of our faith.
That literally sit at Jesus' feet.
Yeah, like who better?
And teach, right.
Who better?
Who else would have learned, like who
Not to be
else
afraid.
who would have known, right, to do what's right.
Who else would have known not to betray Jesus.
Or deny.
Yeah.
Right.
Deny. Like
Yeah.
who else? And they did.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it shows how amazing, great, well-educated, well-taught people can fail.
Yep.
Which
But
is eye-opening.
And then also redeemed, because it doesn't stop there.
Yep.
Because
when you said this is like their final exam, I immediately was like, well, is it though?
Right. It's not.
It's not.
It's not, because but it's a final exam of a course,
Yeah.
but it's one failure, but look at what they continued on to do.
Yeah.
They learned, and think about how this impacted them, right?
Mhm.
Like, imagine them looking back, especially Peter. We see how he's looked back, and even him denying God and denying Jesus.
And this is an amazing example, like a truly amazing example of how your imperfections, they don't define who you are.
Yeah.
Like your mistakes, your failures, right? Run away naked because they ripped your clothes off. You know, you don't have to be known for that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be known for denying God.
Mm-hmm.
Even you don't have to be known for betraying God, like Judas. So in another episode, maybe the next episode, we can talk about what makes the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why do we see some lives restored and some lives that are not restored?
Are you hinting at the difference between Peter and Judas?
That's what I'm hinting at, yeah.
That would be an interesting conversation.
Yeah. Because in reality, they're the same, but their outcome is different. And we see that with all the disciples. All of them are the same. They all deny God.
Mm-hmm.
They're all Jesus' traitors, right?
And I think that's why this verse is great, that it's not even named, because it is all-encompassing. That this is a great picture of kind of summing up what just happened. Like, they all forsook him and fled to the point that they were willing to
Be humiliated.
to escape and to run away. But I just found that as an interesting verse.
Well, it was
so I
interesting.
wanted to bring it up.
And there's a lot in there.
Yes.
You know, there's a lot in there that we can take away. So, like, as we finish,
I do want to say
go ahead.
that since I've lost so much, I need a break. I'm just kidding. Stay tuned. Don't leave us, because next week we're actually going to take a little short break.
A week vacation.
Yes, a week vacation. And we're going to kind of reset. I need a little mental break. No. But we are going to take a week vacation, and we will be back on the 30th.
Yeah.
With
But
some great, exciting stuff.
not only are we taking a vacation, we're also preparing for a big episode. Just as big as our first episode of Summer Showdown, just as big
Even
as our diving competition.
Bigger. That was pretty big.
Yeah, it was pretty big, especially that jump off that ladder.
Goal.
If you
haven't seen it, that's right.
Yep.
Check it out.
You want to give them a sneak peek of what it is?
Of the diving competition?
No. Of what our competition is going to be. I actually got a hint right here. One nation, one team. You, if you come watch, you are going to be front row and center.
The first ever.
The first ever.
Edit.
Summer Showdown.
Olympics
competition.
That's right.
Let's go.
So it's going to be several events. You
Yep.
got to stay tuned. So you may already have some ideas. Summer events. You may say, "Oh, are they going to do this? Are they going to do that?" Watch. You better watch and stay tuned. Who's going to take the gold?
There's going to be a lot of competitions.
Yes.
So you have a chance. You have a chance.
They're all not going to be your normal, typical Olympic
yeah.
events. They may be based on it, so
Yeah.
you may say, "Oh, I see where they got that," but what?
With a little funny twist.
So water belly eating competition. That's for sure.
Yeah,
gonna
on
be
there. Round 2. Watermelon. I don't know.
I'm gonna practice.
So, comment down below. All right, what you want us to compete? What Olympics? We have some ideas.
You have time.
You have time.
So comment what events you want to see it, and it can be ridiculous. It doesn't have to be your standard event.
I'm gonna give them one hint.
Okay.
One.
Give them a little taste.
A little taste.
Something good.
We are going to plan gymnastic routines.
Yes. I'm going to win that
Stay
one.
tuned. Stay tuned.
That's just one
That's
of
just
many.
one of many.
One of many. You may say, "Oh, that sounds super serious." Oh, it will be serious.
It will be serious.
For sure.
It's going to be our grand finale episode for the Summer Showdown.
That's right, because the loser is going to
spin the wheel.
spin the wheel.
Which we don't have enough.
Yeah, we've gotten some I think just one
Just
comment
one
so
comment so far.
Guys, we need some more comments. That was a
Mhm.
great comment.
Yeah.
So should we shout him out?
You go ahead, shout him out. I don't
Make him
remember
do
who it
another
was.
push-up?
Yeah, make him do another push-up.
And if you don't know what the shout-out push-up is, go back to that shout-out push-up challenge. That's
Yeah.
another one to go back
That's
to.
right.
That's really the only two competitions that you need to watch.
Yeah.
Those two. But shout out to
The
Luke.
2 you won.
Shh.
Oh, sorry.
Spoiler. All right, you did hear that. But yes, maybe. Shout out to Luke, good friend of mine from college.
There you
Gave
go.
us the idea of the adopting stray cat.
Yeah.
That one. That's a good one.
We
That's a
definitely
good
need more
one. I don't know.
suggestions so we can fill out the circle
Yes,
so we don't
'cause-
land on that one.
We don't want that one. And then
Nobody
Javi
wants
wants
that
the one chip on there.
Yeah, we're definitely putting the one chip on there and the Lego
Alright.
walk.
Oh, the Lego walk. Yes, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So comment down below and like, subscribe, and share
Yeah.
if you'd like to, especially with the salvation and these serious talks that we do. Just want you guys to kind of join along and to edit with us. So as always, let's edit.